Hi, this is H Trayford, and this is the Week 9 update for Cozy Crops. This update is for the 8th of December. So this week we had 28 commits from 4 different contributors for a total of 216 commits and a total of 6 contributors. Week 9 of 18, so this is the halfway point. Things are looking great, and nice to see that progress bar making its way across. Contributions for this week. So Alan gave us the final version of the background music. It's even more amazing than it was before, so that's wonderful. It's so perfect. Thank you, Alan. Cassidy improved the Blacksmith and Carpenter store art so that we can see that when we go into the stores. Added collision and placed the Blacksmith and the Carpenter inside the store in the correct location in the stores. So now you can't walk through walls, you can't walk through the logs or the desk or that kind of stuff. Overhauled the general store. We had a partial general store in before. Cassie went ahead and finished that up. Also limited the player's ability to till basically any plot of land on the island. It used to be you could go anywhere you wanted to and stand on a grass tile and till that up and plant there. So we're going to restrict that so that there's a portion of the island that can be farmed and the rest is not your land. And then there were some additional map improvements associated with that. Cassidy also created the bee art and added that to the wildlife sprite sheet and added some new flooring tiles to the tile set. Krister did some amazing stuff again this week, so amazing. Went from the large dust particles that we had before in the game to smaller ones, and so we'll see that during the demo. Made it so the bunnies kick up dust particles when they land after hopping, and made it so that the audio system could loop music and then set the background music to loop, and also created some really amazing audio for when you approach the seashore or when you approach a waterfall. It's so cool. I was so excited to see that. It was a really neat addition to the game. I moved the Carpenter and the Blacksmith from outside their shops to inside their shops, and then, as I previously mentioned, Cassie put them in the right place inside the shops. We identified a crash bug in Safari last week, and so I got that corrected so that the game runs in Safari now. As always, it's a little bit janky in Safari, but it runs now. I adjusted the player home artwork so that the walls and things fall on tile boundaries, so when we do our collision checks, you can walk right up to the wall and not over them at all. All waterfalls have particles on them now instead of just the one near the player's home, and was able to limit what is drawn to the canvas to only what you can see, and so that's improving our performance quite a bit. And then was working on the gift system so that you can give things you've harvested to the NPCs and complete the quests. And so as a part of that, there's a gift button now that exists, and you can either click on it or use the L button. And right now, all it does is log to the console that you did that. But we're getting there. And then also made it so you can talk to the NPCs both out in the world and inside their shops. So let's look at the artwork contributions. So in the upper right, you get just 2 little frames for the bee. So that's going to be really neat to see them flying around, and so we'll figure out how to get them to look like bees instead of butterflies. So when they fly around, they look different. I mean, obviously they'll visually look different, but also behave differently. And then over on the left, you can see the different shops and internal spaces for the game. So at the top is the player's home, and then below that is the Blacksmith, and then below that is the Carpenter, and then below that is the general store. So it's going to be really neat, and we can see all of that in the demo, which we'll go to now. So here we are, Cozy Crops. I'm hoping you can hear that background music in the recording, and I'm going to try not to talk too much over it. So hopefully you can hear the waterfall sound playing now. And you can hear it fade away as I walk away from the waterfall. Hopefully you can hear the seashore and the seabirds now. So this is the inside of the player's house. Now obviously we need to figure out how to get the waterfall sound to go away while we're in the house, because sounds of water flowing when you're in your home is scary. So we'll go into the general store here. You can see the shopkeeper and some of the shop items. We go in here. So lots of homes look a lot like the player's home. Thought that one of those was the Carpenter shop, but I seem to have gotten mixed up. Okay, so that's the demo. You could see the dust particles for the bunnies and for the player, and it looks like maybe we've introduced a bug so that the inside of almost all of the spaces looks like the player's home instead of looking like the Carpenter shop and the Blacksmith shop. So we'll have to figure that out. We didn't realize that that was the case, but we're getting close on all of that. Let's take a look at the Vikunja. So here we are, December 8th. So I'm doing the video right now. Got general store stuff coming up. Also the player home, being able to walk in there and go to bed and recover your stamina. And then also we still have the game loop to work on. So there's the harvesting of crops once they're mature, and then the ability to sell those crops in the general store and to purchase new seeds in the general store. So those are kind of the key items in the next couple of weeks as we go. Now, as we approach the end of the year, December 22nd, the week after that, and then December 29th, the week after that, we've got a fair number of items on the lists here, but we don't expect too many of these items to get completed over that time. And we'll just go ahead and slide those down. I just didn't do so yet because I want for folks to be able to see them pretty easily, and we can push them when they don't, whichever items don't get completed. So I think that's it. So appreciate everybody's amazing contributions to the game this week. It is so amazing right now, and I really enjoyed seeing everything come together. And have a good week, and we'll see you next time.